What's up, YouTube? Back another video. We got how Indiana Pacer Myles Turner spent his first milli.
It's Myles Turner, power forward and center for
You
the
think
Indiana
you're gonna say
Pacers.
something about some
I'm
Legos?
gonna GQ today,
I'm
man.
so
My breakdown
serious.
for my first milli.
That fit is, yeah, he got L fit on. Sneakers. How much is that,
So one of
though?
the first things I did was I spent $10K on sneakers, Jordan specifically.
That's not too bad.
Now, when I was in school, the only pair of shoes I had was a Converse Chuck Taylor.
That's
It was a
1%.
black pair that I wore to school every day. Wore them to a pole. They had holes in them and everything. But I couldn't really obviously afford like big name brands like the Nikes and the Jordans and whatnot. Once I finally got to the league, it was like my revenge tour to get every Jordan and every colorway. One of the first stores I went to was Undefeated. It was actually out in LA. I wear a size 18, so it's not, you can't just go to Foot Locker, you know, grab them off the off the drawing. So I got up to about like 70 pairs of Jordans, and I still got them all to this day in a big closet back home. But yeah, bro, you know, 10K go a long way.
You think so? Legos and Nerf guns.
If you don't know me, now you know, bro. I'm big into the Lego universe. One of the very first things I did too was I copped a bunch of Lego, bro. Like, I'm talking like,
you know,
10
crazy.
to
That's
15,
not a lot.
20 different sets. And if
Yeah,
you know about
that's
that,
what I was
you
like,
know how expensive and how lucrative that can be. Another thing I did too was I got a whole bunch of Nerf guns. You know, man, I got drafted at 19, bro. It's just a, you know, it's a
That's
big old
understandable,
kid.
bro.
I had these Nerf guns with all the mods, bro. I was like, it had a silencer on it, red dot sights, banana clips. I actually stayed with a couple of my boys, and that's one of the main things we would do is just set up the house like whole ass like forts and everything, bro. Have like big old like Nerf wars and whatnot. I'm talking like Call of Duty, like diving, like jumping around.
That's
like,
fire, bro.
Yeah, you used to get to it.
But
One big thing.
But you know how funny that is? Imagine a nigga that like 6'10", imagining Anthony Davis just like running around, just like that's what I'm saying. It's just stuff that just doesn't look as normal when you're that size. Like, I couldn't imagine Victor Wembanyama in a Nerf gun war. He's not hiding nowhere.
Universe is called the Cloud City set. And it's a minifigure in there. It's a Cloud City Boba Fett from Star Wars.
Oh, fire.
Like, he go for about $2,500 now.
Huh?
I did the big Millennium Falcon that just came out, the UCS set, the Notre Dame Cathedral, and then the Rome Coliseum. You know, hundreds of thousands of pieces of Lego. I mean, I got a whole collection back at the crib, but yeah, if you know me, you know it's out there.
Bro, oh my gosh. Yeah, when we get bigger, bro, we are doing Lego streams. I'm gonna let y'all know. Like, we're gonna do Lego streams every now and then. Cause like that was just something that I've always liked as a kid, was Lego sets. So I honestly feel Myles Turner right there, and I feel like that's a cool thing. Like a chill, laid back, like we can talk, we can vibe, put some. Nah, bro, I was gonna say put some music on. We can put some music on, but at that point, if we're building Legos, bro, we need to run them streams up. So if we building 2-3 hour Lego sets, bro, we putting that Jordan Cersei on. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all might want to listen to some Young Thug, some Juice, some Gunna. We might have to just throw on. Oh, bro, yeah, we gotta that's what we gotta listen to. Yeah, cause I forgot. I listened to it on my phone when it came out, cause I got the noti. But y'all ain't heard it with me, so we gonna listen to that new Jordan Cersei after this. Don't even worry about it.
Ford Raptor. I'm gonna tell you right now, I was never really into cars and all that type of stuff, but being from Texas, I had to get me a truck, and specifically a 2014 Ford Raptor, bro. It was just something about it. It was like a sports car in like a pickup truck.
2014, when did Myles Turner get drafted? This is a good question, because, I mean, I don't think he got drafted 11. He could have, actually. Did he get drafted in 2014? 2015. Okay, so it was a year old. No, that's fire. That's fire. Okay, bet. I don't know how old he is. So I'm like, is this an older new car?
Like, it's not really a flex to have like the Lamborghinis and you have them big old pickup trucks and you put them on dualies and whatnot. Like, that's the real flex right there. My senior year of high school, I was like, bro, if I ever come into some bread, like, that's gonna be the truck I get specifically.
And he did.
I blacked it out, murdered it out and whatnot. I put subs underneath the seats. I had pipes under it so it sounded more aggressive. Yeah, man, that was my baby for the longest, you know.
But I'm not gonna lie though, as like a nigga that size, this makes sense though. He's 6'11", so like he has to get a big car. So I'm not mad about that, bro. Like, a truck makes sense.
Fortunately, I don't got her no more. She's on to, you know, to better things. But I love that Raptor.
Oh, you don't got it no more? Bro, it's only 10 years old.
A lot of people helped me get to where I'm at. It take a village. You know, I spent $50K on my trainers who helped me all the way from middle school to high school. And I also sponsored my middle school team, bought them all jerseys and shoes.
That's fire. That's
you gotta
actually
get back,
fire.
man. I feel like that's one of the biggest things He paved the way for the next generation of athletes that are coming through. I had to take care of the ones that took care of me.
No,
I go back and watch some games here and there and just try to support as much as I can. Shout out to Euless Trinity High School, man, Central Junior High.
Great
So speaking
guy.
of giving back, again, one of the most important things to me is giving back to the people that helped me get here. I had my basketball camp back home in Herschulus, Bedford. I went back to my high school and was able to put on a free camp, for all the kids. They didn't pay anything. Through my foundation, Workers Role Models, so also known as WARM, I was able to make that happen.
This one is a good thing to do, and two is a great tax write-off. But first things first, like Myles Turner doesn't come to me as a person that's like not a Mr. Beast ass nigga, not like these are all tax write-offs. I believe he's a really nice guy. So,
WARM, it serves the community. It's one of the things where we work with the less fortunate and the homeless. And what we do is we put together these go bags. So when it's cold like it is now, 20 degrees outside, see, some homeless folks or just less fortunate people.
Yeah, it's cold
these,
outside. It's
packs
like
in the back of your car.
2 degrees outside right now.
Toothbrush, toothpaste, maybe some snacks, hand warmers, anything you can think of, you put it in a pack and you have it in the back of your car and just, give it out as you go. Through that foundation, I was able to fund my camp. It's huge, man. I know a lot of people look up to me, where I'm from a smaller town. So
it'll be -1 by midnight.
People that, poured into me.
Go down 2 degrees. Investing.
It's one thing to make $1 million, another thing to save $1 million. So one of the first people to give me advice, come in this league, his name was Chris Bosh, Hall of Famer.
Okay,
he told
that's
me
15%.
Come into your funds, like it's gonna be easy for you to go, go blow it on cars and jewelry and houses and stuff like that. But he just advised that you give it a good financial advisor, give it a good lawyer, and just make sure your money's working for you. But one of the first things I did was actually invest in some land back in rural Texas. Also invested in the stock market, obviously invested in my retirement, and I invested into some buildings as well as some real estate. The advice I give to anybody coming up is to try to save that first check as much as possible. My 19-year-old mind wasn't really working like that. Again, I got some really good advice and, was able to.
I'll be honest, I hear what you're saying. Well, at that part, as a sports person, yeah, it's really nothing. You might as well save it. Because, he's set for the first 4 years, so you at that point you want to save try your best to save 1 year out of that 4-year contract. But what is it? 4 Raptor, 40. So yeah, 50K, 150. 150. He already done spent 300 to help people. Then investment. Nah, he's spending this
make
meal
some good
very
investment for myself to this day.
Frugal.
So again, talk about funding the journey, you feel like you can never repay, the people that's close to you for, for everything they've done for you. So what I did was I took this 150K right here. I was able to get my grandparents and my parents and my immediate family out of debt. I didn't grow up rich, I didn't grow up poor, I was real lower middle class, if you will. But one thing my parents did an amazing job of is making us feel like we were rich, rich in love, just rich in the spirit that we had around the house.
Exactly.
Bank accounts didn't necessarily reflect that, but the feeling just as a kid, we never really feel like we had to, struggle too much. It's even crazy. My mom, she emptied her retirement fund, to fund me going on my AAU events in the summertime and, would cover flights, cover travel, and just fund the journey, fund the dream. So I told myself, if I ever were to make it, that's gonna be the first thing I do is, just clear the debts and just have a new lease on life and start fresh. So this is the least I can do.
Team Myles. Well, you got an AAU team you spent the rest on?
There we go.
Or is it
I spent 150K on a team around me. What I mean by that is I hired a personal chef, hired a personal assistant, and I also hired a business manager. I grew up and I watched the show Entourage. Entourage was a big influence on my career and just kind of where I'm at. And I saw the way the main character, the protagonist there, kind of constructed his team around him. As an athlete, you can't just go eat fast food before a game, you know what I'm saying? Or just go eat a pizza for a game. That'll probably work your first year when you're 19, 20 years old, but then, so I hired a chef and there's also a nutritionist to make sure I only have to worry about basketball. And her name is Vertima Duma, Chef V, one of the best at what she do. Also hired about basketball, and her name is Vertima Duma.
Fatima. Yeah. Niggas be reading that and be like, fat man, no, Fatima. Yeah,
my Chef V, one of the best at what she do. Also hired a business manager just to, if I want to go out and see this deal or I see Lego or something like that, it's just getting in touch with the right people and putting them in the right place. These guys are spending a lot of time away from their families and make sure that I'm straight, and I still have them employed to this day. So shout out to my team, man. Taylor Wilson, got you, man.
That's fire. Interior design.
I like thinking of myself as an artist. You know, I've always kind of had like an
This is not a
artistic
bad
eye,
list.
if you
It's
will.
not a bad
And
list.
one of the things I did when I first got to the crib in Indy, and I spent about 50K myself just to go design the place. You know, I decided not to hire an interior designer. I decided to be my own interior designer, use my own artistic eye. I went to all the little stores. You know, I went to the IKEAs, the At Homes, the Home Goods. I'm huge in plants. I feel like plants are great for the energy in the air around you, and you know, I'm a plant dad at that. So like, I'm one of the dudes that be talking about plants and
not
all,
a
all the
botanist?
artwork and just all the stuff I had around the crib. I decided just to do everything myself, put my own touch on things. It was fun for me. You know, something I spent a lot of time on and something I took a lot of pride in, and I just enjoy that process, if you will. That's a wrap. GQ, appreciate y'all for having me, man. And remember, man, always count your chicken, man. Always count your chicken.
This was pretty. Yeah, no, I'm glad we watched this. This was pretty decent, cause you know a lot of NBA players, it'd be like they burned through. This was like the nigga didn't spend nothing crazy. The craziest thing was honestly the 10K on the Jordan, the 50K on Nerfs and Legos. Like, nah, that's understandable. My only issue with that, if it really is an issue, but my only comment would just be like, you can only build it once, but it's the journey. So you feel me? Like, he could have spent that on shoes. He could have spent that on shoes for real, for real. Nigga could just bought like some Dior Jordans and some like Off-White ones. Some what else? He could have just spent that bitch on shoes, but he didn't. So, I feel me. Or he could have bought another car, something. You feel me? So that's not bad. He could have bought just like a Lamborghini Urus, like you said, for $250,000, and that would have been it. So no, not bad at all. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know what y'all want me to watch next, react to next, or whatever. You feel me? I'll link subscriptions to the TikTok, the YouTube, well not the YouTube, but this is YouTube, but the TikTok and the Twitch, and I mean other social media if you want to watch my random tweets about whatever, like Lonzo Ball or Kyrie being fired or whatnot. You know, I don't really tweet too often, but when I do, I make sure it's some stuff I fuck with. You feel me? But you know, we're on the road to 200 followers on Twitch. We're live every day. It's day 311, which is crazy. We got like 2 more months, obviously 2 more months, and we'd be at the year mark, live every day. And 1100 on TikTok, road to 1100, 90 on YouTube. Obviously subscribe. Y'all see that 88 right here, or it might be already 90 by the time you're watching this video, because today is February 18th. It's probably like the 26th by the time you're reacting to this, because I kind of have a backlog, I won't lie to you. And the way the YouTube algorithm works is you only get 3 notices a day, so I can't upload 6 videos a day. I mean I could, but they could just be shadow banned, and I'm already looking at a lot of them not being viewed. So that's just crazy. But see you on the next video. I love y'all. Take care. Stay warm. Stay hydrated. I love y'all. Be safe.